Hey, Joe. You remember on the last episode of the podcast when you asked, or you said that if I were to kiss the frog, Marcus would come back?
Yeah, I do recall that.
Do you think that's true?
I mean, I know it's true. A wizard put him in that frog statue, and you have to kiss to break the curse. You have to kiss Marcus Sack.
You are now listening to Bozo Chamber.
Put your hands up if you're ready for Bozo Chamber episode 4!
Yay! Woo, I'm broke.
You're broke?
I am broke.
Hell
too.
yeah, I'm broke.
But hey, at least you're shaping up, man. You're looking good.
Thanks.
You been working out?
Fuck no.
You been putting it back?
Yeah, I've been putting these Chipotle burritos back.
You've been putting it back. What does that mean?
Throwing it back or something. I don't know.
I figured that's what you meant, and that's why I didn't want to respond to that shit.
Yeah, I was at church, and they were playing flag football, and I had to hop
When's the
in
last
there.
time I've been to church, Joe?
Probably since like 11. Like
No,
2011?
Actually, it was like 6 months.
Oh,
3
shit.
months ago, actually.
I thought
Hell
you told
yeah.
him you were going to church.
Yeah,
last time
I
you
have been
hung
going
out.
to church for a little bit with my friend.
Your friend.
Shit, bro.
We all
Tight
know
shit.
what that means.
Seems like that hat's true to size.
Yeah, facts.
Fucking airhead ass motherfucker. Completely forgot what your
Airhead
friend
ass
told
Joe.
you last time you hung out with him.
How do
That's
you know
crazy.
that?
Because I fucking love Mark, man. This is my dog.
Day one to
my
day
dog.
none.
Hey.
You heard?
I am a bad friend, I guess. I should have
You've
remembered
always been, though.
that. What? I'm a bad friend?
Yeah.
How can I be better? Make me better. Is it?
That boy did not just say make me better.
How can I
If
be
I could,
better?
if
Make
I could
me better.
remake you, you'd be a god.
Fuck yeah.
If I could build you in my likeness, you'd be as strong as
If
Zeus.
I could rebuild you, you'd be a woman.
Shit, me too.
What?
I would love to have a female orgasm.
Put that beer down.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
wait, what?
They
What
say
does that even mean? Bro, just
Yeah.
get pegged.
That's not the same.
No, that's
or
not the
maybe
same
it is
thing.
the same thing.
That's
a
what they say.
dangerous
The
thought,
G spot is in a man's asshole.
Okay.
And the G spot for a woman is in her vagina.
Pump the brakes.
No.
though. The clitoris.
What?
The clitoris is really not a real thing because when I
It's
look at
all a psyop.
Why do you sound like Trump?
I was doing like a, I don't know, it's stupid.
I was doing a little stupid thing. I don't know.
It's stupid, bro. It's all.
Scrap it. Hey, scrap it.
So what do you guys think of the hat?
I'm digging it. It's
It
cool.
doesn't really fit with the headphones on.
It's kind of cool.
I like it, dude.
Hey, yeah.
I think.
Oh shit.
I think when you wear that hat, you kind of command the room.
Yeah, it adds a bit more character to you. You
Yeah.
know, like it explains a lot.
Yeah, that's what clothes are probably for.
Well, like normally you kind of look like a
Why you look at me like that?
like a preset Sims character. With the
Yeah.
hat on, it looks like I bought a DLC and put it on top.
Oh fuck yeah!
Someone-
like I'm a premium Fortnite skin.
No, someone
Yeah.
out of Farmville like that.
Ah yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't have NPCs in Farmville.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they
they
were like
did.
the chat guys or whatever.
Yeah, they pop up
Wait,
and
wait.
say, hey.
Didn't you like sell things in Farmville and people would pull up and
Yeah.
buy it?
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I played it a couple times back in.
They would
fucking
sell
middle
you the
school.
little items and stuff like that. Like, hey, welcome back to the game. I miss you.
I miss you so much.
That's like
You got-
OG Clash of Clans.
It's like the
Kind
little,
of is, yeah.
like a little sucker in the bottom right of the app.
Yeah, and if you look
Damn.
at the frame of the video, there's a little sucker in the bottom right of the frame.
What?
That's gonna be Marcus.
In this video?
That's gonna be Marcus's fucking stupid ass, bitch ass, fucking
Dude, speaking of Marcus,
He's at the bottom right. Just
back for episode 4.
I am
First
back.
time this
I returned.
Hey,
year.
welcome back, bro.
First time this year.
Dun, 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 dun,
For those who don't know, Marcus is
Marcus
Is
is our friend that we just try and help out every now and then.
Facts. I'm down bad, so
We
they
just-
gotta.
We just bring him around and kind of socialize it with him because otherwise, if you put him in a box,
Yeah,
he's gonna chew his way out.
I was the
though.
one black
What?
kid at their school, so they took me in and
That's crazy.
No,
dude.
That is not even funny. I feel like.
that's why me and Mark love each other.
we
Fuck
do
yeah.
as brothers, as brothers,
Speaking
and
of that, dude,
As
you guys,
brothers.
yeah.
And
Speaking
lovers.
of that,
as
dude,
brothers.
they already saw you kiss the frog and
As-
shit. But if they want to tap into the full sex tape, they gotta get at you on Cash App. You know
Are
what
you
I'm
ready
saying?
to drop that?
With the frog and shit, freaky little frog
We
shit.
ain't we ain't dropping nothing until
What?
Mark gets paid.
bestiality.
No, not
Facts.
real frog. My bad.
We ain't dropping
It's
nothing.
it's a fake frog costume. it's a
yeah. Joe is
it's
in the
a
frog
fur-
costume.
It's a furry frog costume.
It's obviously a ceramic statue.
No. I'm
That's
talking
Joe's whole
about. I'm
plan.
talking about in the sex tape.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
You guys
sex
made.
tape. Okay.
You guys did. It was funny because you literally just said you guys were lovers.
Yeah,
So
because I love
He
him.
said that shit. I
What?
said as brothers.
I said as
Oh.
lovers.
So what?
I don't
What's
know where
that
the
mean?
miscommunication got.
It means that
Wait a second.
It means
you
that I
love him in a lover kind of way. He loves you in a brother kind of way. So what the fuck? That's like you got friend zoned.
That's some Game of Thrones shit. Can the brothers not also be lovers?
But you don't love your brothers?
Hell no, I hate
Not
them
like a
motherfuckers.
lover.
What do you mean like a lover?
You
if
said
I have love
lovers.
for somebody, I'm their lover.
No.
Like I'm
Bro.
your lover. I'm my mom's lover.
Whoa. Yeah, you.
You're like you're
Game
just
of
making,
Thrones.
you're just making
Big
a funny
Game of
argument.
Thrones guy
Am
over here.
I missing something?
Yeah, you're missing the
saying
whole picture.
Lover means you're making love.
Yeah, that's what a
It
lover
means I
is.
love. Like
No.
like if I'm a jogger, I jog.
Yeah, you love to have sex.
That's different.
Is that what he meant when he said certified lover boy? Certified.
What? No,
Of a
that's not
sort.
what I don't think that's what he meant. I think
Yeah.
he was talking
I
about
think that's close.
17-year-old girls.
Oh,
But that's not even a. Let's not get
that's
into
what
that.
lover
Whoa,
means.
whoa. What do you know
Whoa.
about 17-year-old girls, Joe?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Just
I
making
would
sure.
never. I'm not Drake. I like women. You know? What are you laughing at? What was that?
Nothing.
Hey, that hat's starting to look a lot bigger.
Oh my
Hey,
god,
the more
bro.
he
Every ti-
talks,
He's about to float off.
the
like
more he
fucking
talks, the less I listen because it's just
Well,
shit.
worse.
okay.
The more he
Goddamn.
walks, my eyes start to glisten.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm qualified for this job.
What job?
Speaking into a microphone.
We don't pay you, bitch.
Who are you?
Yeah, you're the guest.
Tell the camera who you are.
All
guys.
right.
Explain- Shout yourself out. Let them
Yo,
know what
so
you do.
My name's Marcus. I'm one of the recent guests on the podcast.
That's it.
He was gonna
That's-
say more. I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, if you would fucking shut up and let
I'm
me
just
get
saying
my
that's
point
the
across.
first thing you mentioned. Like that's your biggest accolade. Is I'm the most recent
Yeah, I'm the
guest.
most recent guest on the podcast, and I like to have fun. You know, that's my big
Yeah,
thing.
so any frog ladies out there, hit this motherfucker up.
No, don't do that.
It's like an online dating situation.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Mark, and pretty much I've had a hard time getting with
Getting it up.
anybody.
So, you know, I'm here on the podcast trying to find my wife. If anyone wants to contact me, you contact me on.
You lost him after that, I think. You probably
Yeah.
got some, but you probably wouldn't like them.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Hey,
Oh my god, what the fuck?
if you big, you big.
As
I'm
long as
with
we
it.
don't say the N-word, we should be fine.
Why would that ever cross your mind?
Yeah,
'Cause
where-
I was
where
thinking
did that
about-
even come from.
I was thinking about the fact that like the Joe Rogan shit's been like that video you sent me about
What
the Joe
happened with
Rogan.
He said the N word again.
He said it in a way that was like not like contextually okay. Like he just said it. But it was back in the day.
That was forever.
It was on those first episodes of his podcast.
That's
But
so
it reminded,
funny to me.
It jogged. It was like fresh in my mind because you sent me that video about the like Joe Rogan essay or whatever,
Yeah,
where that
It's-
guy was talking
Bro,
about
I thought
the
he
recent
said that shit like it was
controversy.
recent.
No,
I almost got up, bro. So I was like,
he
what?
would though if he was quoting somebody. I think he's like made that argument.
dude. That
Yeah, that.
the
we-
idea.
Go ahead, go ahead. No,
I just want it. Like it's so funny to me to come out on your first podcast
Yeah.
and say like, "What's up,
Right.
motherfuckers?" Like how could you make such a grave mistake?
It's weird. It seems out of character.
Yeah,
I think he was trying to. I think maybe it was funnier back then.
I don't even. I mean, I don't.
We
know.
were kids, bro. So
Yeah, if that was his first, podcast,
Yeah,
or one of his early ones.
but
like-
he wasn't
like
a kid
episode
when he
1.
said that shit. He was
Yeah.
like,
he wasn't a kid, but I'm saying like maybe the humor that adults were having back then was a little bit different than we understand it now.
maybe.
a little bit,
And
not
maybe-
not too much, but a little bit. Yeah, he thought he could get away with that shit.
He probably just had no idea what it was gonna.
Like
turn
he was
into.
Yeah. Oh,
he
yeah.
was probably just trying to like mimic like what rappers would be doing and shit or something.
You think that's how he got his
Like
rise?
Soldier Boy, like he was like mimicking Soldier Boy.
No,
or some shit.
I don't.
I
think-
have no
I don't know
idea.
if that's it.
I
think
don't
he
want to
just got
defend him, but
he just got comfortable.
it was episode 1 though.
You know damn well he said that shit in his private life, probably around his like closest friends.
Probably.
He
probably,
does.
It's probably back then. I don't know. I definitely used to.
What context would you use it in, Joe? The word.
Just talking to friends, like homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just use it like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I know.
But
Ask
interesting.
me. Ask me.
I know what context you use it on the game.
What, bro? I would never use that word, Mark.
I mean, it's no. I know you don't.
I
Like
think
speak
it
like
was Florida that did it to me though. Like I
that. Well,
never.
like Florida's like the one place people all agree that it's just like a cesspool of nonsense here. So whatever you
You're
say
saying
kind of goes.
I was influenced.
Florida cumulatively has the pass, like the entire state of Florida.
no, I'm not saying they have the pass. I mean, I'm not even authorized to give out passes like that. But
Oh shit!
But-
You lost that job?
I never had it.
What?
But only
I thought you were slapping stamps and stuff and sending them out.
To who?
Exactly.
Joe
Yeah,
Rogan?
to who? Fuck no.
I think the
no.
idea that there's a pass in the first place is kind of a contentious thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because some people really think that they can walk around saying, oh, I give out passes
would,
and
though.
shit. No one walks
Wait,
around openly
really?
saying that. But, like, it's like some people think that they can.
I think it's just a joke. Like,
It can
someone
be.
could be so cool that's like, this guy gets the pass.
It can be.
But he still wouldn't say it. If he did start saying it, he'd be like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not a real, like, it's not a real thing. Like, it's just something someone
That would actually be really funny.
bestowed upon themselves.
Someone like,
I mean, we live in America. You can say whatever you want.
yeah, there's nothing. It's just a word.
That's what the First Amendment is
A
for.
lot of people say that too. It's just a word.
But then don't forget the Second Amendment.
Oh, right.
Just in
right,
case
right
things
to
get
bear
out of
arms.
hand.
You know what else is just a word? Genocide, hatred,
What
war,
the fuck?
And just like that podcast is out of the algorithm.
battling each
Yeah,
other, killing
yeah.
other humans. Those are also words, dude. Where do you draw the line?
I don't know. I don't use any slur, actually. I really don't.
I don't either, but I'm
Bitches,
saying
unless I'm like super like upset, and then even then I usually don't even use it.
that's a word I feel like I can use. So it's
Like you,
I called a girl a
you
cunt
get
once.
the pass.
Oh.
like I wouldn't.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Yeah, tell
Wait a
that
minute.
story.
Tell the whole story. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
What situation did you?
I don't know. We were out like hanging out with a bunch of people, and she
Shit.
was like just on some madness, just like
On the madness, bro.
yeah,
was
just
on
like
the Molly.
bothering everyone. And honestly, it just kind of slipped. Like it just kind of, and I was like, damn, why did I even say that? And she was like, what? You called me, nah, 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 nah. And she was like, I was like,
And you were
oh
like,
my
shut
God.
up, bitch.
No, I didn't say anything else after that, but it just slipped. Because you know me, like I used to fucking say whatever. And so like
Oh,
that shit
yeah.
was like old me just like, damn, stop being such a fucking
Sometimes
cunt.
I miss it.
Yeah, I miss it. Yeah, then it slipped and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But like I don't it's strange because sometimes when I say shit, sometimes when I
me
say
get the pen,
yeah,
bro.
go, my bad. I'm fidgeting with it because my fucking
It's just the click.
Yeah,
I know you probably need something. But
Yeah, I do,
anything
I
that
do.
doesn't make noise.
Sorry,
I got a little
You
stress
got it.
ball.
nah.
Ooh,
Let me get that.
I got
shit.
a couple little stress balls.
No,
Hey, I got a little
de-
stick with a couple
it
stress
definitely
balls.
okay. Enough.
Is that what you meant?
That's what I was going at with.
Oh,
bro.
okay.
It definitely
Come on,
it definitely
man.
slipped through the cracks, and I was like, "Fuck!" But the crazy part is, I don't know what it is, but sometimes when I say shit to people, they don't really take offense to it. And
Well,
like not
most
too,
people probably don't really get offended by words
No.
in real life.
That's not
it
true.
depends on how you say it.
Yeah, it's not. It depends on how you say it, and I
Right.
think she knew like I didn't mean.
But she was offended.
Yeah, she was like she was offended in the instant, and then I was like, "Oh shit, my bad." I mean, I didn't mean, you know.
Yeah, but
I
you
didn't mean to call
apologized
you
and then
that.
she sucked your
Yeah,
dick?
of course I apologize.
Bro,
What?
everything you're
you
saying
think- you
is
think
the
my life-
furthest fucking thing.
You think my life is that interesting?
I thought.
No, it's
Wait,
not.
You apologize if she suck your dick, bro?
Dude, it's a joke.
Who the fuck do you think I am? Some red pill fucking podcaster, bro? Oh yeah, she fucking bowed down to me and then sucked me off.
Yeah.
After that. Oh
Fuck
yeah,
bro. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
brother.
crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Sit the fuck back in that chair and shut up.
All right, shit.
Damn,
Tip my
bro.
hat to you, brother.
I'm a supporter of the.
That shit was clean.
That shit was actually really crispy.
It was clean. It was clean.
It was cream.
It was crispy
It was
clean.
clean.
Crispy,
Crispy
clean?
Kreme.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
living
use
the
any.
dream.
I don't really use. I still curse a lot. I just love cursing, but I don't use any slurs or anything like that. There's no reason for me to.
Yeah.
Speak like
I
that
don't really
anymore.
use. I wouldn't use.
It was
a
the
slur
video.
like
It was the
that.
video games that really
Bro,
brought it out
yeah.
of me back in the day.
Yeah, dude. I
What
never
you
see.
say?
I never said it back then. Like when I was playing Modern Warfare 2,
Nah, I'd say a lot of crazy shit.
I would never like drop the hard R. I don't think.
I would say it
wouldn't.
in Facebook messages.
Would
Oh
you?
yeah,
To people?
yeah. You showed me
yeah.
one.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's how, bro. I feel like I had to atone for my sins when I seen that.
Yeah.
I was a
Dude,
squeaker.
I was torn up. I seen that. I was sending that shit to people on Facebook, and I was crying for like a day.
Yeah.
I showed Marcus. I'm like, dude,
What
I
were you
know.
messaging?
I'm sorry, bro.
There is a council of black elders that resides beneath.
Ooh.
Beneath what?
Ooh, like that Amazon Lord of the Rings show?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, kind of like that.
The Black Elves.
That's
Beneath
crazy.
the bedroom, and they
That
judge
show got
all.
canceled?
No, it's
No,
got.
it's
still going.
It just got renewed
Yeah.
for a second season.
Oh,
Sure.
shit. It was good?
No, that first season was ass.
Well, I guess they're going again. They're giving another shot.
Actually, this season looks a little bit better, so we'll see.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings,
yeah.
I've been rewatching that recently.
Really?
All of the all of the extended editions. Have y'all ever tuned into those?
Yeah.
The extended ones?
Yeah.
They're so different, bro.
I feel like that's the ones that are on this. Like, what are you watching on HBO or something?
Oh yeah, HBO, but they have both. Like
Oh, maybe. I feel like that's the one I watched, but I couldn't tell you, bro.
They just performed in Orlando.
Oh, for the Lord of the Rings play?
Yeah, not a play, but just like a concert of like all the major pieces from the album.
No
or the
way.
soundtrack. Yes, and I saw a ticket and I wanted to get one, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't got enough money." And then like the very next week is when it was on a Saturday, and I saw my friend put a story up.
Let me ask you this: what exactly was the moment that we weren't friends anymore?
When you stabbed me in my bag and slept with.
Why would you not invite me to that shit? Why would you not?
I didn't know. I didn't go.
Wait. You said when you stabbed me in the back and slept with me?
No, I was gonna say you slept with my wife, but then I didn't finish the statement.
Oh, okay.
I've never done
Which
that.
is crazy. I should have finished the statement. I know.
You don't have a wife.
I don't,
You don't have a wife.
I'm glad you're able to piece that together.
Fucked.
I'm glad
I
you're able
don't
to
either.
piece that together.
Me
I don't
neither.
either,
Yeah,
bro.
we know.
Whoa, that was aggressive. I don't have a wife.
We also know.
Hey,
I got tears in my eyes.
yeah,
No, I'm
this is-
kidding.
That's how I feel.
It's funny because
That's-
I'm the
that-
saddest
yeah.
That's
person
me
in the
right now.
room.
You think
No,
so?
you're not.
Hell yeah.
I got you beat. I
Nah.
cut myself last night. Oh, cut that out. Cut that out. Don't let that get through.
I got you beat, bro. I sang the entire Evanescence song to myself last
Nah,
night.
I got everyone beat. Last night was horrifying.
What happened? Oh my god, this is fucking crazy.
Y'all really want to know?
I would love to know.
I beat
more.
my meat with peanut butter and jelly.
That's exactly what I did.
I put peanut butter on one side,
And with the
jelly
same
on the other side.
and with the same loaf of bread with the peanut butter and jelly.
in my
and I
hands.
put it in a loaf of bread.
Not only did I wipe
Crazy.
up my tears, but I made a sandwich and ate.
Wait a minute, Marcus.
Ugh.
Marcus is allergic to peanuts.
And that's why I tried
Wait,
to kill
for real?
myself.
For real? You're allergic to peanuts?
Yes, and that's why I tried to kill myself.
I tried to
What?
kill myself
Wait,
by
are-
jerking myself off with
What
peanut
the fuck is going on? That is not. There's so many.
Idiot.
Like you're actually allergic to peanut butter, but what happened? That did not happen. You
Bro,
did not-
How do you
course
know
not.
that?
Cause
How do you know that?
Because you wouldn't try to kill yourself that way. That's such
I
an embarrassing
would.
way to go.
It is, but
Imagine they
that's how
find
much
your
I,
body all hived out and shit, and you got peanut butter coated
That's
dick.
how much I hated myself. I wanted to
That
die.
is the worst way to be
I
found.
know. Sometimes,
I know.
sometimes heroes die unheroic deaths.
Fuck.
I wanted to be
That's
found.
the most unheroic thing. That's like how they find Deadpool dead or something.
You're right, and it's just
Yeah.
how it goes. Such is life.
That's life, bro.
So just
Sometimes
life.
it's good to go out at the very bottom of what you can be.
Exactly. There you go, Zach.
You know, like
Preach.
Like I'm
I mean,
dead.
I don't know.
I'm dead, so I'm gonna have my 2-inch dick like wide open to the world.
Let them
Preach.
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ass cheek spread.
I don't have any reason to have an ego anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Let 'em
crazy,
know.
though.
Let them know who you really are.
Well, you're. Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't know.
simp.
Because when you die, you go limp. So
I
you gotta
simp for
really plan that
Kamala.
shit out.
Simp for Kamala.
I simp for Kamala.
She gonna be our new overlord.
I would do a lot for her.
Kamala.
I'd make her happy.
That's a cool name.
I'd fund her.
If only she was a male.
Oh.
What? That's your opinion? You wouldn't vote for a female
No,
president?
I'm just messing with you.
I wouldn't. Vote
I've been
for
watching
that
too much
female
Game of-
president.
I've been watching too much Game of Thrones. That's why. That shit got me fucked up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How bad?
She doesn't seem
Real
that bad,
bad.
but
What?
No, she's not bad.
I'm
been
not
trying
trying
to
to have a
inform
real
myself.
political conversation,
no, you,
dude.
yeah.
That shit is so fucking lame to me.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it either because it's honestly just bullshit. And
That shit got Joe Rogan in hot water. Speaking of the devil,
And he will appear.
shit.
he said a bunch of political shit, and people aren't fucking with him because he chose the wrong candidate.
Who did you choose?
Trump.
He chose RFK, I think.
Oh.
And then all the Trumpies are like,
Motherfucker, I fucking thought you were the guy that I could love and shit.
Of course he's gonna pick RFK. RFK is the biggest one. He's in the middle.
Yeah.
He's like the biggest independent president we've ever kind of had.
RFK could be it
he in the middle like Malcolm.
because, like,
That was good.
we don't have to talk about politics, but
No.
I mean,
that
I
is
don't
interesting.
know.
I didn't hear that.
I was only
he
bringing it
picked
up.
RFK, and that
Yeah.
and people were mad at him.
Yeah. It was,
Like he endorsed him. Did he have him on?
Yeah, he
I
did.
don't know.
He did. He did have him on.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a while ago, though.
Yeah, maybe.
But like recently he was speaking about it more and like everything, and he endorsed him, and like now that guy's not even an option.
Speaking,
Yeah.
since we're gonna like hop off of the politics thing, I do want to mention though, Donald Trump did an interview, like an X town hall with Elon. Bro, he had a
Oh,
lisp.
no. Donald Trump did?
Yes, during this interview,
Are you sure?
bro. You could listen to it,
Hmm.
and you tell me why does Trump sound like that?
Maybe he's just trying to be like hip.
I don't know.
Because
maybe.
lisps are back in. Lisps.
Lips.
Lisps.
No,
Maybe.
Lisps are cool.
it's weird. It's weird because he normally doesn't, so that's why it's weird.
It could be cool if you have a unique sounding voice.
Maybe he was nervous.
That too.
So, I'm playing.
He's just sitting there talking on his phone.
I'm on a podcast with Elon Musk.
with
bro.
100 million people listening.
And he needed to bounce
Dude.
back after the last press conference he did with like the.
So he added a lisp.
That-
He's like,
No, it was like a press conference he did with these. I forget who they are, but it was like 3 black women on a panel and him. And he just was out of pocket.
you guys know the theories behind it?
What about what?
The lisp?
I don't know.
They're saying he's a cocaine addict and he's got holes in the roof of his mouth and he has to wear this device and the device fell loose.
Dude,
They're-
that's so.
They're
crazy.
saying he wears
So,
dentures. They're
That's
saying,
so just out of like what?
They're saying he had a stroke.
Bro, they're saying everything.
Do you believe
Exactly.
it? Do you believe everything you read on the internet?
No, I'm saying these are the theories. I don't believe
Some
anything.
dumbass fucking
I don't
theory.
believe a single thing I see on the internet.
I think my theory is
I try
true.
not to.
I think he was nervous because Elon Musk has a lot of kids, and that means that he's obviously having a lot of sex. And Donald Trump kind of felt outmatched with him in the game of alpha males.
If that's the case, then poor Trumpy.
The game of alpha males, bro.
I don't think that's what it was though.
That's so
No, bro.
I don't think that
You
did either,
shooting
but
down
that
my
just sounded
bits
funny.
all day, bro.
What?
You
Nah,
shooting my bits down, man.
I'm not trying to.
Elon
It's all good.
out here, he need to focus on getting
What?
that fucking rocket to Mars. But he out here making multiple families.
Hey, he focusing on the wrong rocket. He
Facts.
focusing on that
Yeah,
red rocket.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
I think he knows that he is probably not going to be the one to get there, so he's got to have an heir.
An
That's
heir
true.
to the Musk throne.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got too
Even
many.
if he does get
Listen,
there on his like deathbed,
he's got too many
He can bring
heirs.
his kids. Yeah, he can bring his kids and
No.
start like a royal family on Mars.
In all
That is
seriousness,
interesting.
I think that's gonna be like that can become like a dude's downfall. Like if you have too many kids from different women, then that causes a rift between.
Name one person in history where that was a downfall.
Many kings has to be
Many Kings.
many kings.
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah.
Many Kings.
Many kings.
Dude,
Yeah.
that should be a rap name.
That's my favorite
'Cause think about
streetwear
it.
brand.
Think about it.
Many Kings.
Many Kings.
Think about it. Like who?
Many
which-
Kinks.
Is it?
That's me.
Is the kids from his first
Don't
wife?
ask. Don't ask.
I know one of his daughters has like changed her last name and totally like, disconnected herself from him. But like,
The
which
trans one.
no, he has a daughter that's a biological like daughter.
He had a son that transitioned who also like changed her last name and didn't want to.
Okay, that's fine too. But I'm saying like,
Oh,
yeah,
shit. Wait. We
Like-
good?
Are we?
What's happening? Whoa.
Zach.
Oh, it's Zach. Ah, you little troll.
Whoa, who is it?
Yeah.
Elon Musk? Ooh.
Whoa, that reminds me of that fucking SpongeBob episode with the Dracula in the corner. He's like,
Oh,
like fucking flipping the light switch.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Yeah.
You're gonna fuck with the video, man.
I think it's a cool effect to have in the background.
Oh,
I
you
found
should
out-
do that
like,
the whole
I
time.
found out I could do that.
Another example is what's his face? Who's
You're
the
gonna
guy?
burn out the light bulb.
I'm playing with it.
Who's the guy that's on Wild 'N Out?
Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon, dude. He's got so many kids.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
that hasn't created turmoil within him and his like career.
I mean, what?
It
well,
may not with him in his career, but him in his private life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like that's just.
Dude, if you have 21 kids with
Nah, I think he's like
18
13,
different women?
13.
Oh fuck.
13
like
kids.
imagine that.
Yeah,
13
that would
kids with
suck.
like 8 different women. I think.
Imagine the checks
I mean,
you'd be
still-
sending
Still,
out.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
still a lot.
Yeah, he'd be sending out a lot
Fucking
of checks.
stack of child support checks that you got to sign.
That's the part that would kill me. Like,
That's why I'm
damn,
voting for Kamala.
She gonna put a stop to it?
Trump, eh?
No kids out of wedlock.
Trump ain't saying nothing
Trump-
about it.
Trump ain't about to say them, baby.
I'm just playing. I do think that people really shouldn't be able to like have kids unless they're married.
That's interesting. That's a very conservative take.
It is, but I think there's some.
And straight.
I fuck with that. I know. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
joking.
I think
I'm
that's a.
joking
and
around.
I think
people
that's a good.
should be that what you said insinuates such a crazy take.
What?
No, it's not. It's. I
I'm
think it's-
joking.
I know, but it's
I only
funny
went
as fuck.
to the next level because y'all didn't know that I was joking.
Right.
I don't think people should
No.
need to be fucking married to have kids.
I think it has its benefits. I think it has its benefits, but people don't have to get married to have kids. You're right.
People have to make sure that they tell the government they're partners, and then they can have kids, and
Yeah,
then they got to
dude.
sign the kid off to the government.
I think the problem is,
gonna
and
be the future.
honestly, yes, I have been watching too much Game of Thrones because this is like super tight.
You've been watching Game of Thrones too.
Well,
you
like
guys both
watching it and like
rewatching
reading
it?
He's
it.
watching House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just finished Fire and Blood, and I was like, oh man, it's so good.
Is that the book?
But it's it's one of his
Best
like,
show ever. You got to watch it.
It's pretty. It's not the best show.
I
It's
really
pretty
don't
good.
think it's
Game
the
of
best
Thrones
show
is
ever.
Game of Thrones.
I think
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
I think you need to watch Fargo, and then you'll know what the best show ever is.
I started that show.
I will.
Because
But like,
We had a deal. I
That's-
watched Game of Thrones. You watched Fargo.
All right, start
Wait a
watching
minute, I already.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, you watch Game of Thrones. I'll watch Fargo.
But that was like episode 2. We made that deal.
Oh, true.
Yeah. But
I gotta stick to it.
also, is it really better than like the Walking Dead?
Bro, The Walking Dead.
Bro, The Walking
I feel
Dead.
like we did have this conversation when it was just
Season
me
1
and you,
through
though,
4,
Yeah,
and that's
on the
it.
second one. But
After that, The Walking Dead is
Season 4. Well, there's
season 1
some.
to 4.
I mean, there's some probably some cool shit that comes after.
shit,
but-
dude. Walking Dead.
But
more
you're
like
right.
the U.S. after COVID.
But how does Game of Thrones do it like better? Don't they only have 5
Dude.
seasons?
No, the
7
Game of Thrones
seasons.
is like 8.
Really?
But season
8?
seven, well, it drops off after season 5. 6 is okay.
So
7
that's kind of the same thing. as The
7 is
Walking
good,
Dead.
but there's like, okay, this needs to finish strong, or and then season 8 was just like, oh god, this is. not
I
good.
think that might be the exact same life of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, no.
I-
Well, if you drag it on too long,
like having seen both of the shows.
You
I think that comparing it so like similarly to The Walking
It's not
Dead
fair
is a,
because,
is a
not-
disservice to the Game of
I
Thrones.
was gonna, sort, yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think it's fair because The Walking Dead's like AMC and then Game of Thrones was like HBO. Like I think Game of
it's a-
Thrones
it's
had
a
way
much
more of a
bigger
budget.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not even fair to really compare them. But
yeah, they're two different shows.
Just
Um,
rewatching the last 3 seasons to see how like
You know,
every conclusion to a conversation gives you an answer to like something. Like it'll be an
Brother.
answer and they'll reference something and then it'll cut to that character they're referencing.
it's
in Game
Like
of Thrones.
it'll be like Theon or like
Yeah.
they'll say some shit about the North and you'll be like, yeah, what's going on in the North?
Boop.
Immediate cut
Yep.
to Theon Greyjoy. I'm not gonna say what happened, but he's going through it right now.
Yeah, he's doing a lot.
He's,
I don't know. I think you'll really like Fargo, but
for sure.
Well,
I probably will.
tied
'cause
to what
it's-
we were
it's-
talking about. Oh, go.
I was gonna say. I mean, I think I said that already, but it's like it's literally like you're watching the Breaking Bad condensed into one season, but it's different characters each time, and it's like 6 seasons of that,
Interesting.
and it gets better and better.
Yeah, I've never seen a show that does that well. Like True Detective tried to do that where it was different characters like playing the main role.
It's an anomaly show. Like I've never. I don't know. These writers are like they're the best. I love them.
They gotta have a lot of love for the game to do that consistently.
Yeah,
I got real
they
love
have
for the
rules
game.
of their writing too, because they start the show off saying like this is all based on a true story, which is just to get you to think it is, but it's not.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And then they every season they'll do something weird, something mysterious, something magical about it, and you're like, what?
What
like,
the fuck,
Like there was a
dude?
season. The one season didn't really have that too much, but there was one episode where like there's 2 characters and they're like something happened, I forget, but all of a sudden a fucking like alien UFO like flies over their head and they're just like,
What the freaking shit was that?
what was that? Like and it never gets explained. Like they
That
literally
sounds like
just seem-
Atlanta.
Yeah,
That sounds like weird.
it is
shit that
like
they do
Atlanta's
that.
like that, dude. Atlanta was really good for the first like, I mean it was good all the way through, but it
Yeah.
kind of slowed down that last season there.
No, the last
Yeah.
season was really good.
Was it?
Yes.
Marcus was
I
telling me
kinda
about it.
forget.
He was
Girl,
hyped on it.
Nah, the last
Did I
season
not?
was
Maybe I didn't
super
see
good.
it. Is that the one where she goes to France?
No, that's season 2.
No, that's season 3.
How many seasons is there? 4, right?
Right? Yeah, it was 4.
Oh, season 3 is in France. You're right.
So maybe I didn't see season
Netherlands.
4.
Netherlands. They went to Amsterdam.
Oh, is
she
that where
went to
she
France.
was? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's all
okay,
I remember
gotcha.
is like the hands and like.
Yeah, with
The
fucking
hands.
Army
Yeah.
Hammer was
The
in the
Hands of the
episode.
King?
No,
Ned
Army
Stark?
Hammer was in the episode.
Sorry, I'm just saying bullshit.
What'd you say?
I said the hands of the king, Ned Stark.
Ned Stark.
Oh,
No, Army
dude, I
Hammer.
don't-
Army Hammer was in that episode. Shit was funny.
Yeah, that was the one that got I think the most like public
Yeah,
discourse about it.
because it was good.
Right.
It was really good. Like that episode was super important to What's Your Face's character.
Yeah, it was weird. She's a bad mother.
Gambino's like. It wasn't that she was a bad mother. It
Well,
was
they're both bad parents. They just
they're
dipped.
they're
Really?
just dysfunctional parents. But like that episode shined the light on like her situation with her friend. Remember
I
her-
forget, man. Like
Remember-
I like forget. That's
'Cause
that's season 3 though.
Yes.
So I don't even know if I've seen season 4.
You haven't.
I've only seen
is
one
crazy.
season, so I can't really.
Fuck, you didn't even
much.
finish it. It's
Season
so
1
good.
is the best season anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it felt good, but like that
It's
one,
so classic.
the way they ended that, I didn't know what they were gonna do with it because
Bro.
they kind of like ended it
See,
well. Like I don't
which-
know if they had a second season in mind.
No, which season, if you remember, which season was the episode with the white guy as the main character in the?
The Michael Jackson guy?
No,
Wait,
there was a
white
there was
guy?
a white guy with a wife and his daughter in the.
Oh, I remember that. And he, oh, dude, it's been so long. I can't even like remember.
was,
it.
like,
That's
where-
the problem with some of these shows. Is like
And he-
they're really good, but they're not memorable.
he like got
for
fired
some
from his
reason.
job. You remember
Maybe
that?
that's my memory, but
You remember that he got fired from his job?
yeah, I remember what you're
That
talking about.
episode
Was that season 4?
That might have been like early in season 4. Honestly, I think when they came back,
I don't remember like anything.
yeah,
about
when they
season 3
when
and
they
4,
came back to Atlanta was when that all started happening.
Oh.
That was such a good episode. Like that.
I remember it being a good episode. I remember being like trippy.
Yeah,
It was like
Donald Trump.
Or Donald Glover is too talented.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Who?
Nah.
Donald Trump? Yeah, we're back on that. Yeah.
He's too talented.
I haven't said anything for 3 minutes.
Have you seen the
God
one
damn.
with Kevin Samuels had his cameo in? That's probably like my favorite episode.
What was it?
Where like the
talent show?
not the talent show, but he goes to the auditorium.
Yeah, like the 3 guys. Isn't Drewski in that? Or is that? Am I
No.
just thinking of Drewski's show?
So you have seen season 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was the one-
I'm remembering bits
That
and
was
pieces.
the one
It's
where
coming
they
back to me.
went. The kid had to prove he was black.
Yeah, that shit
Dude,
was
that
fucked.
That was probably the greatest
He was like,
episode.
and then
That
a
was
white guy
the
gets
worst
it.
day of my life.
A white guy goes in there and he like doesn't a white guy get it?
No.
I thought that's what it was.
No, it was
I thought that was like the big like fuck you to this black kid.
No, it was only the wait, what?
I thought that's what it was.
No.
I don't know if I heard this from you or you, but I was talking about the show to one of you guys, and y'all were like, yeah, the crazy thing is like at the end of it, it was like the white dude was the best at like acting black because like
that
he's
happens.
mimicking the culture and shit.
Yeah, at the end, the reveal at the end when his girlfriend's in the Best Buy.
Yeah.
But before that, his dad is
Dude,
black.
season 4 is so weird.
No, season 4 was a masterpiece. That episode was so good because fucking remember at the end of it when he tried to burn the school down and he bumped into the fucking African kid. That shit was like that shit was that had
they
so
like both
much.
had the reasons to do it.
Dude, that had so
And then
much
he gets blamed.
like social commentary about like American like black
You're
youth
right.
in it. That is like if you're black and you're from the suburbs and you watch that shit, you're like, oh my god.
You're right.
This painted such a vivid picture. It was fucking
Season
like,
4
crazy.
I remember it took a step back from the main characters, and it was really trying to just like make like statements.
social commentary.
Yeah.
and shit.
'Cause even
what do you think about that? Like spoke so much to like black suburban culture.
Dude, it's like, bro, it literally like after watching the episode, I had to sit there for a moment. I was like, this motherfucker knows. Like he just sees it. Like I think honestly, the people who see our society the best way is like someone from a different culture, a different background, who lives in like the middle class.
Yeah.
Right? Because you surround yourself around. Well, you're not surrounded. I mean,
It's not. It can
That's
be
up to
more than
you.
that though.
No, it can't be more than that. But
Like
I think
if you grow up really poor and then suddenly get rich, you'll see.
yeah, of course.
That's what he's saying.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That
That's what I'm
goes,
saying.
but that can happen in America. That
I mean,
could
yeah,
be a foreigner coming from a poor country.
It can, but that gives cadence to the characters they put in the episode because it's a kid who's mixed race but only hangs out with white kids and who doesn't claim anything about being black.
Right.
Or, like, and then it's an African kid who came here and is black,
Yeah.
but he ain't black because he's African.
Yeah.
Right? And they
Yeah.
both have the same dilemma. One of them is just like, nah, fuck it. Like he rags on the African kid, but the African kid's like, well, like I understand, but like how am I not black when I've come from the country or the continent?
Like in certain people's eyes, he would be the blackest person there.
Exactly.
because
But like socially he isn't. And then at the end of it, he gets shot first over the other kid. And then
Yeah.
Kevin Samuel comes over like, it's like, listen, we're going to give you that scholarship. It's like getting shot by the police is the blackest thing you could do in America.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You get the full right. And the African kid's like, thank you so much. It's like,
and then like the suburban kid.
and the suburban kid's like, he gets fucked.
over
He gets
again.
slighted. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because he only chose like to really like subvert himself. Not subvert's not the word, but is the word ingratiate, I think? To be a
Integrate?
part of like to really be a part of the culture in America only at the end when he meets his ex-girlfriend and she's like, "Oh, you look so good." And he shaved his head down. He's like I think he's got waves.
No.
Yes,
way.
bro, and it's so funny. And he's like, yeah, you know, he talks different. He's talking to this black girl, and I'm like, yeah, I seen a kid like this though. That's funny though. It's
That's
funny
crazy.
because I seen a mixed kid from
go in one direction
Yes.
and then double back.
yes,
and be like,
I've seen a mixed kid from who live literally in a house bigger than in the neighborhood next to him, right? Like go to do like a trap music video with a bunch of kids from the hood, and I was like, nah, you playing a character. Yeah, and I said, I was like, damn.
There was a lot of that around here.
Yo, yeah, of course. But it was like watching it was like, oh,
You're not talking about who I think you're talking about.
You know
right?
who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. And
That's crazy.
And I watched it and I was like, damn. I was like, bro, you don't gotta do that.
Yeah, I
could still make music and shit. Nah, but
you
like,
can just be true to yourself.
Nah, but that's kind of the okay.
Wait, he's making music or he's just in the video?
No, he's making music. He's rapping.
It was
it's his music video, right? And that really adds to the fucking whole episode because it's like the culture can have such a hold on you in a way that's negative. Mm-hmm. Right, like understand that like black culture in itself was made from like the descendants of slaves who had to just put shit together. Mm-hmm. Right, it was never something that was bad in its inception. But as like black people branch out, like a lot of the stuff that they do can become commercialized. Right, like what you see in rap, how they portray black women, and young black men. It's almost mostly negative and derogatory, right? And you consume that.
And that's interesting to see why in that specific case you're talking about, he would go back to doing like the trap shit.
Yeah.
Because that even though that's not what makes the world like comfortable, like that's not who you really are.
No, but it gave him clout.
That's
it gave
what
him
sells.
status. Yeah. It gave him clout, status.
Being like, like not being true to yourself is what,
bro. And fucking Donald Glover highlights that in almost every single episode, even if it's a small amount. Like when they ask the kid during the audit, like in the auditorium, and they ask him those questions, they're so funny because they're the fucking most goofball, stereotypical questions that like I would just like amongst like other black people, like we would just laugh at that shit because we know it's not true, but we just think it's funny because there's some experiences that we all kind of acknowledge is like, that's what binds us together. But it's like, is it your mom or your mama? It's like, how long is chicken supposed to be on the stove? He's like, what 6 things mixed with Hennessy? And he's like struggling to answer the question. And it's like,
that's so stupid.
And it's so dumb, but it's almost as if you make it up and say it with enough confidence, the answer would be correct.
Speaking and I was like, Hennessy, that's true, bro. There's something that I think is like being fucking exploitative from Hennessy because I was at a bar 2 months ago and like I took a shot with Nicole and my friend Thais, and Thais was like, "Oh, I'm only taking a shot if it's Hennessy," and I was like, I was checking out.
Fuck? Hennessy's a very prominent brand in the hood,
but
and amongst black folks.
As true as that
it is good.
It is true as that may be. Why is it so expensive?
It's not.
What? Why you think? Why? No. Hennessy is expensive.
For 3 shots, how much do you think that would cost?
I mean, the bars are scams, but I would guess like what, $30?
35.
I was gonna say 40.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, after tip and everything, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But like other shots, if you get a vodka shot, it's like $6.
It's expensive because of the branding.
But remember,
it's like Louis Vuitton or
they know.
Yeah.
Like I think it might be like the CIA might be involved.
The
like
CIA?
how they introduced crack cocaine into the black community.
Holy shit.
Did they
just
do
good
that?
cognac.
Wait,
maybe not to that extent, but yeah.
Like who owns Hennessy?
There's certain. You look it up.
Is it a black-owned company?
I can look it up.
No.
Because I have a harebrained ass.
Remember when they said Popeyes was black-owned? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy. Go to Popeyes and say Chick-fil-A is black-owned. No.
Most mayo.
It's a French product of cognac. It's in France.
And the French are not very.
They've been a little more open.
They got a spotted history though.
They do. Mm-hmm. They really do.
Look at Louisiana.
That's true. That's so true.
You think there's a lot of prominent black culture there?
Yeah. I mean, it is, but like, you're right. The French have always had a disdain for the darker skin. But
no, I'm saying, didn't they have slaves back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone had slaves.
Who didn't?
Yeah, look at that hat as he says that.
Yeah, fucking sharecropper. Fucking bitch.
Everybody's got slaves.
Is this really him? Look at this is the guy who made Hennessy.
Yeah, he's a slaver.
That's crazy.
That is that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. But is that kind of right?
It's all psyop,
Hennessy is a brand that I think a lot of prominent, like maybe black actors or rappers spoke about.
Yeah, and they pushed it.
They pushed it, yeah. And then obviously they're going to sell it back to the community.
They did the same thing with like a Louis Vuitton bag. And
exactly.
And their Gucci shoes or whatever.
And these brands,
Gucci belt.
think about it. These brands understand these brands understand who the consumer is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of people who will pay any
They
price
want to pay to look rich.
to look rich.
Yeah.
And that's how it's always going to be. The people who look the most wealthy and flashy have nothing. And the ones who look poor will always have everything.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Bro, all of them look like
Blue
NPCs.
t-shirt.
People
But
actually
think about
found
it.
out the T-shirt he was wearing, and it's like a $300 T-shirt.
Yeah, it's like a $300
Oh.
t-shirt. And that's fine. That makes
What
sense.
the fuck?
Bro,
No, he's bougie, but
Yeah,
he doesn't
you-
look bougie.
he doesn't look
That's
bougie.
what rich people do is
They
they
don't.
spend their money on quality. It doesn't have to be
yeah,
flashy.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But I think that's always like if I was wealthy, I would do the same.
I would
because
too,
it just
yeah.
makes sense to spend
I
your
don't
money
know
that
though.
way.
$300 for a T-shirt. It better be like
I would do 30.
I would do 30.
I would
if,
do
if,
30.
if
That's-
I'm,
that's
if I'm
a
buying a
$300.
$300 T-shirt, it better have holographic skulls.
Better be made of flower
fucking
petals
like,
or some shit.
You know,
100% silk.
100%
but
silk,
Egyptian
just
silk.
crazy ass patterns everywhere, like the most intricate pattern to where like
but he's got it's just a clean shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got he's got such money that it doesn't matter.
He's got more than money, man.
Yeah, he makes like $1 million every
He's
fucking
got control.
several minutes.
quicker than that. Bro.
Maybe, yeah, maybe quicker.
to be at his level, you got to make $1 million a second, maybe.
I don't know.
Actually, no, that's way too much.
It
It's way too
depends because they make their money from advertising. Now
Yeah.
that's why they bought Oculus was so they could start
Yeah.
making products,
Hmm.
and then they invested in the metaverse, and then now they're investing in Gronk or
Dude,
Grok AI or whatever.
Speaking of metaverse, I never metaverse that I couldn't invest with my 16 afterwards.
Fire fucking shit right there.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
if he was
Like-
in the auditorium, he's accepted like that for saying some shit like that.
They say some shit and I find
Would
something that
he?
rhymes with it.
Yeah,
Or
I
it's
don't
like
even know what you
half-ass
said. That was a crazy.
No, he
though.
wouldn't. He wouldn't have slipped
I know
through
you
the cracks.
said.
metaverse.
Going back to the episode, it's funny that you brought that up. That he would be. I like how in that episode they didn't do that, right? Like
Yeah.
that at no point, no one who wasn't like either mixed or like darker or just not black didn't get the pass. Or like because
Yeah,
that's
there
kind of
wasn't
what
a white guy.
huh?
There wasn't a white guy.
Like he was mixed. That's the
Oh.
thing. He was mixed. His dad was black.
oh
Yeah. So like that's kind of
It's better that way.
yeah. It that makes more sense because it's almost like he's saying like yeah like this is a black issue, right? And this is
Exactly.
amongst everyone who hails from that group. Even
Right.
if you're mixed, could be a half, could be a quarter.
Donald Glover's
you have
a
a connection.
genius.
Yeah, but there wasn't like a cockamamie joke where it was like a white dude trying to
Yeah.
be
Like-
something
like
else.
Slim Shady
Yeah, and
or-
then,
That type of shit would happen in South Park.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that like it's crazy when you look at like how something is written. If
Yeah.
something is just written by like two 38-year-old white guys that are just trying to make the funniest, weirdest
The funniest
shit,
joke, yeah, they would write something like
It's
that.
like-
and it probably would be kind of funny.
and it still plays on some social commentary.
yeah,
But like
but this was
obviously,
way more. Dude, you gotta watch season. You gotta watch that season.
I just
It's-
got to rewatch the show, bro.
Bro, the one episode I told, yeah, you can rush the whole thing, but the one episode I told you where the guy loses his job and everything is fucking hilarious. Like when
He's got a bottle cap.
oh shit.
the social commentary on that episode is kind of like
You gonna try and pick it up?
it's kind of like the episode at the school.
Which
yeah,
one?
the one where the guy loses his job because pretty much the crux of the episode is that like the time for reparations has come, right?
Oh.
And so like everyone who there's like a hierarchy in America now where it's like if you're not black or a descendant of like slaves, like you're kind of on this like hierarchy of like trying to fight for whatever spot is under that.
That is so fucking funny.
And it's so
because that's
funny,
exactly how shit would play out. If like reparations came out, people would be so like
Dude,
in uproar.
kissing
Yeah.
up and just
You're like,
uproar.
no, like my family didn't necessarily come from slavery, but like my aunt was like from.
dude. And there was one like Jewish lady. She was like, "There's nothing I can do," and his wife like turned her back on him, and he and she's like, "Yeah, I put whatever like Asian on my application." He's like, "What do you mean Asian?" He's like, "You're not Asian. The fuck you say you're Asian?" And she's like, "Well, you know, like my mom," and she's like trying to like finagle her away from him because he's white. And I was
Yeah.
like, I watched it with Brandon, and Brandon was like, I didn't like that episode. I said, that was the whole point.
That shit made me feel bad for being white.
Yeah, I think that
I
was
didn't do anything wrong, bro. Mark,
Dude.
I'm friends with you. What else can I do, bro?
Go buy me a sandwich.
Reparations.
No, but I was just joking.
I'm
around.
hungry.
But
Hey.
I think like that episode was because there's one part of the episode where a white character
Hey, man.
speaks on how black folks feel in
You want
America.
another beer?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
All right, I'll
Amen.
get you one.
To reparations being a true
Yes,
thing.
thank-
Wait,
it's good to be-
I'll get him a new beer and
Wait,
then we'll
you
do
know,
it again.
he said, wait.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say-
you caught me.
I was gonna get another beer.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are you trying to? Be,
That's
what?
a convenient way
We're-
for him to
bro,
back
the
himself
same
out.
team.
Cheers.
You know what's crazy?
Same team as who?
Technically. Yeah, wow, same team, huh?
Yeah, that's great. Hey,
No, listen.
don't do that.
My bad.
I thought we loved each other.
No, we do.
I thought we was lovely
dude, you
brothers.
gotta watch season 4, bro. You're gonna fuck with it. You're gonna
gotta-
fuck with it heavy.
I haven't seen the show.
You're gonna fuck with it.
Damn, take a bite of that
Heavy.
beef stick. Do it in front of the camera if you're a real one.
What's up, guys? It's me, Zach, and I'm editing the podcast again. And looks like the camera died again. So the rest of this video is gonna be like a generic photo or like a video loop of the podcast. I don't know. It's my mistake. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Don't be surprised if this happens again in the next 2 episodes. I'm working on it, all right? Thank you guys so much for watching and listening and doing whatever you guys have been doing. I love you so much. If I seen you in person, I would kiss you, right? And then fucking.
I guess Logic is very white looking though.
Yeah, Logic is white passing, but he does have black features. Like, look at his nose, his hair texture. It's like,
Right,
nah.
look at his nose.
No, seriously,
That's funny.
But you can see the features. There's a lot of features that like Africans have that are just they just get passed down.
Dude, speaking of features,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him being featured on anybody.
He just
else.
a
He just
dad.
dropped something. He just dropped something like
Logic?
Yeah.
I thought he was being a dad. I thought he retired or
He
something.
retired to be a Twitch streamer and then
He didn't
streamed
retire
like 3
shit.
times in 1 year and lost his contract. I think he was a streamer for
Damn.
FaZe.
What?
And then he's like,
Nuh-uh.
yeah, guys, what's up? I'm on Twitch. And then he was like,
That's crazy.
I'm
Wait.
done streaming.
That's serious though.
Yeah,
Like,
he's-
he had
yeah.
a contract with FaZe and like was supposed to stream and like play Call of Duty and fucking snipe kids.
Yeah, when he retired from rapping, that's
but
what
he's
he was
back.
gonna
He's
do.
back.
That's like opposite. Like usually you're like, I don't know.
That's
You know what's
like going
crazy?
from coolest kid ever to biggest dweeb in the world.
You retire from rap to become like a FaZe trick shotter.
That's the type of shit I say to you though. Like the shit nowadays doesn't matter, bro.
I just
But
Nothing
he-
is
but
like
he got
a-
fired essentially,
Well, he
or just they expired.
I think
or-
his contract expired
Yeah.
and they didn't renew it because he just
didn't go
didn't
back.
do shit with it. Yeah.
He just dropped like an EP or something. And you know what's crazy? I'm seeing a lot of people come out and like speak well about him now.
Logic.
Yeah, like in comments of like, yeah, we remember Logic as being like
biracial.
he was like not even that. Not even really that. They don't even bring that up. But they remember like Under Pressure, right? And like all the songs that he had that were
that
fire.
song was heat.
Yeah, like
I actually really like the album that he made that has that one song that's titled as the Suicide Hotline number.
oh yeah, that was like more
I think it's
fan
called
servicey.
Everybody.
Yeah, you know he did that too. And
I
that
fuck
went
with that
viral.
album.
He made a bag off that song.
Well,
You
that
know he
well,
did that shit to
the whole album,
suicide and depression.
the album as
probably.
a whole,
yeah, probably. But I mean, shit.
it's like it's supposed to be about this dude dying, and then like he meets God, and the God is Neil deGrasse Tyson in the album. If you listen to it from start
bro.
to finish, like it's a conceptual album.
He's
actually.
mad creative.
I mean, that's
He's super
interesting,
creative.
but that's like a Marvel movie of an album.
It's-
Super fan
it's just
servicey,
egg
bro.
theory.
He was supposed to work on a
egg,
movie.
egg theory is where like somebody like we're all connected. Everybody's living the same
Yeah,
life.
everyone's soul
when
is-
you
is
die,
the same.
You basically wait to get reborn into a new body until you've experienced every single person that's ever existed ever.
Yeah, and then
including the future humans where we inhabit
And then
planets.
you become a
Dude, I
become
don't
a god.
want anyone to experience me.
Oh, they did though.
But
Yeah, probably
you
like a
did.
few
so
of them.
We did.
in the egg theory.
Y'all did not experience me.
In the
I
egg
will.
theory, I'm experiencing.
Whoa.
In the egg theory, I've already experienced you, and you've already experienced my life, but
Maybe
we don't
that's-
remember
Maybe that's why we're bonded
as brothers.
as brothers.
Yeah. And
Well,
like
what
as
about all the other
brothers.
people that you're not bonded with?
Like
But-
who?
but that's
I
the
got a
egg theory.
bond with everybody, bro. I
That's
feel
the
like
egg
I
theory.
feel
There's
like
there's so many people you don't know. I bet
yeah, but
You
I
don't-
could talk to them
you
and get to know
don't
them.
need to know
Fair.
them.
I
you
feel
don't need to know them to know
No,
they
because
are you.
that's what happens when the last human dies. Is like the point where you become a
So you're
new
familiar with
formed-
egg theory.
Yeah, I know about it. I've heard about it. I'm big into sci-fi, so of course I've
Yeah,
heard about it. Yeah,
It's cool.
Do you guys
What is
ever
interesting?
you guys ever meet someone that you trust immediately?
yeah.
No.
I got trust issues.
Well, you know what's crazy?
Yeah. That's
I've
real.
had people tell that about me, but I don't really know if there's anyone that I meet. Oh yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've also heard that
Never
about
right
myself.
away.
Yeah.
I've never said that, but there's people that like I'll talk to, and like within the first minute, I know it's like, all right, this person is like on the same level, and that, like, do you think with egg theory, that's someone that you've had the
You've already lived.
You've already lived.
Well, it's every-
I've been in your body before.
It's everybody.
That's why you're my dog.
That's some schizophrenic shit.
It's everybody.
What?
In the egg theory, it's everybody. Like everybody on Earth is of the same soul.
Yeah, but everyone's in the same like it's like a soul soup, or it's like a.
No,
It's
it's
like-
not at one time. Like
Yeah, it exists
does-
outside of time. Yeah, because you can be born. I'm pretty sure in the theory you can be born in
You're-
like a person's body from like a different time.
it doesn't
period.
really make any sense, honestly, because if you're everybody,
No,
like-
it does make sense.
but it doesn't at the
Then
same
who's
time.
nobody?
Like, okay, you could say nothing
if-
makes sense. Like in that
Well,
scenario.
okay, I guess the concept's just hard for
It's hard to
understand.
grasp.
Like
The
but-
concept is a little bit hard
So-
for the normal brain to
listen.
understand, but deep down in my brain, I've got it all figured out.
So listen,
ask me a question.
good example is like you live this life as Zach. You die. When you die, you go into this purgatory like place, and another being, let's just say, a being from a
The creator.
universe of a sort.
The creator?
but the creator
well,
is
he
almost
the creator because he's the
creator's-
one who created this system.
Yeah, but the creator is almost like a previous you. He is what you
That's
were
implied,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, it's implied that the creator is now saying, "Hey, you have to live all of these lives to
You've never heard of egg theory?
to
for real?
know what it is to have the fullest human
Don't
experience."
know what y'all are talking
But
about.
once you've lived your last human experience, you will be like me, and we will be two like beings, and then it'll happen again.
I'm trying to get like Mike. Realistically, at
Like
the end of everything,
Big Mike.
Big
Michael Jordan?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Do you
they,
Do you think he's further along in the egg theory, or am I
He's
still
right.
not
He's-
grasping?
he's-
it?
no one's further or
I guess the
farther
concept
behind.
is like you're constantly.
I
we're all
gotta
the
be better
same.
than somebody, bro.
No.
I can't be the same as everybody.
You are no better than me.
My ego needs to be better.
You are better, but it's
Then lose the
because you
ego.
learned.
Yeah, like people that
The-
gave
well, the
up,
thing
people
that-
that,
the thing
gave
that
up
trips
in
me up-
Dark Souls, people that gave up in Elden Ring. Sorry,
Yeah, but the thing
I
that,
got to be better than them at least.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
you're not.
of a sort.
The theory is like you're living. You're the one soul living through every single life,
Mm-hmm.
and no matter what, it's always going to be
Even
you.
bad people.
It just
Mm.
doesn't make sense to me. Like it's hard to grasp because like we're all three individuals living right now, but egg theory says that we're all the same, and we all experienced that life.
Yeah.
But since time isn't like, it doesn't make sense. It's weird.
I could see
No,
that.
Yeah.
because like
Well, it's outside of time. Remember,
Yeah.
when you die, you're outside of the bounds of past,
But
present,
like in
and
that,
future.
like you could be reborn as like a baby in the 1700s.
Yes. Yeah. And you're
then
gonna live your
that
life,
life.
there. Yeah. But remember, see, when they say it's outside of the bounds of time and space, you can also be here and here in in a million bodies, and you won't even know. Because the moment you die as this person, you are immediately
Right.
slotted into another.
Right.
But those two things are not linked at all.
So
Right.
so it's like every person that dies goes to the room with the creator. The creator then sends them to a different body that they haven't
that they haven't.
experienced.
Yeah.
so hypothetically, somebody drives 150 miles directly into a wall.
Right.
They turn into someone else.
Yeah.
They wake
Yeah.
up
There's no recollection of the previous life.
like a brand new baby.
Well, you
There's-
you have recollection kind of when you're in the waiting room. They
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And if you stay there long enough, it'll all come back to you.
in the waiting room.
Yeah.
So-
but you're never there long enough for it to all come back,
Yeah.
and then you're reborn.
But that's when the last life you live is when you like become this super being, a god of a sort.
What's up, cat?
Dude, he's sniffing that. He's sniffing
The
that
thing.
shit.
But
Yeah.
it's a very like weird concept, and
It is,
I don't
but-
know if it's correct.
I don't
think
know
it's-
if I
that's
like
why
it,
it's called
dude.
egg theory.
It's one of those theories, but it is interesting.
yeah.
It's an interesting conversation. But with any of those theories, like the endless fucking universe probability shit,
Dude, you know,
it just gets to the point in my brain where it's like,
You're just scratching
it's a
it.
lot.
like, like the longer we talk about it, it makes me want to believe it less because it's like
No,
all
I-
this shit is like hypothetically possible, but is it possible within the realms of what we know? No, it's like a brain exercise. I
yeah,
think.
I'm the opposite. The more we talk about it, the more intrigued I am. The more I want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
you and Joe are the same.
I like these ideas as they are hypothetical because it allows your brain to like try to contemplate and like try to understand what it is like that you're discussing.
Oh, they.
No,
when you-
I enjoy
when you,
the
when you look it
conversation.
up.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's actually not even a theory. It's a short story written by American writer Andy Weir. So it's really just science fiction.
American Wilder,
True.
Wilder.
But then you scroll down and it says how the egg theory explains what happens when people die.
Yeah, I would think.
So
Wouldn't you?
I think it's a very profound short story.
Wouldn't you think a lot of like science fiction and fantasy is theory of a sort?
Yeah,
they can be in some way.
Yeah. I mean, 1984 is for sure.
Yeah, to theorize a world that could exist outside of our own.
Ready Player
could be
One.
A fantasy. Yeah.
Like that's all they're doing is they're just thinking about they are theorizing about the future, and because a lot of science fiction writers they want to keep it realistic.
As you should, because that's the easiest way for the audience to like
believe,
to sit in the world and be like, okay, I feel this is real. I feel like this could happen. Because if you fucking have it be too
holy shit, this could happen to me.
No, yeah, if you have it be too fantastical, especially too
how
fast,
it has to be though.
Yeah.
For any good story to work, the viewer has to be able to put themselves in. The world,
yeah,
you know,
or you lose your audience.
You can make it believable without it making sense, though. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Rick and
Star
Morty.
Wars.
Right.
Star Wars is the perfect example.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars was written in such a way that like when characters would remark about certain events and whatnot, you'd hear it in passing and you'd be like, wait, what? Like, oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. Of course that happened. That's why he's there. It's like, you don't know anything about that previous event.
Are you saying,
but
like,
the way they say it makes it seem like the event had already passed and you should be aware of it. Right? That's how, like, when you watch it back again, you're like, damn, George really knew how to write this motherfucker. Because, like, you know, when
he was
says,
off one.
When he says, oh, Han Solo cleared the fucking Kessel Run in 15 parsecs, it's like, oh shit, I should have known he did that.
So stupid.
Yeah, no, and but it's like crazy good writing.
It's like you're just saying, just incorporating like actual folk tales in the world,
or things that are fact. Like it feels like fact, and it's like, oh yeah, of course I should have known.
Yeah,
that.
I'm not saying folk tales like I just mean
It's
like
lore,
like legend, like
Yeah.
lore,
Yeah.
where it's like
when, dude, it's crazy looking back on because I didn't even know this, but apparently like when Princess Leia sent that message and Luke read it, she was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for Ben Kenobi. He assisted my father, whatever, in the Clone Wars, and I was like, wait, she said that shit?
I think
had to go back and watch it. Yeah, had to go back and watch it.
I think they edited it.
You think they edited it
for sure?
I don't
like, think that was in the original.
The original? No,
they've edited Star Wars so many times.
no,
I know
they have. It's like
I think
it
so
might
hard
be
to even see the original.
You're right. There may be a different example. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, but I know you're talking.
When I saw
regardless,
that, I was like,
they did set it up now to where it all connects.
I think George knew that was part of the.
He knew something because he started on episode 4,
exactly.
which is like nobody's ever done.
So something else happened before. So he knew he'd have to loop back around to get there.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like, damn. Like she references
he
a time period we didn't know.
He knew that like Luke's father was a cursed Jedi.
Yeah,
and he knew that Obi-Wan was his Jedi master.
Yeah, he knew Luke. He knew Anakin Skywalker, now turned Darth Vader, was his father.
Yeah, he knew there was a war.
So where did he come from? Yeah.
He probably knew the Emperor was like a politician who corrupt. Like he probably knew some things, but had to like figure it out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because to have all of that knowledge like in the canister when he's making the first one, I feel like that's for it to not be a book or some sort of thing to kind of help.
There's a novelization.
Now.
Yeah.
But not like Joe's saying he probably had a loose idea.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot more realistic to think.
You're right.
He had everything scripted out in his head.
I think it was loose points that he then built on later.
I just say that because of like the graphic novel that I have. Like I know where the main story is, but I also know that there's like a ton of stuff that happens before that involving like the main character's grandfather, involving like the main villain of the story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that like, because that's how I originally came up with the story, was like playing around with like the ideas of like those older characters, and then that led me to the main story, like the real story that I like to tell about it. With
makes sense. It's like the most I don't know, entertaining part. It's like all this shit leads up to this, and you find a spot
and go back.
Yeah.
I think that like
you have to do that. I think with good like long form stories. And the world build.
Yeah, when it expands like a large period of time, you have to do that. That's what I do. I mean, I build. You know me as a creator, I like to build the world first, and then the characters just kind of take a form of their own.
Yeah.
And that's like, it spans a long period of time, but I have like major gaps I got to fill in.
Dude, yeah, I love your stuff. I feel like it could all be connected.
Dude. When I go meet with the director, I'm gonna like, I told him we're gonna sit down and like talk ideas. Like
you're gonna sneak some stuff in there so you have like early lore.
Since you haven't been on the podcast canonically for like what a year and a half,
not even anything that's even come out. Like our older stuff, Marcus is in it, but we don't have any of those episodes up at the moment.
Do you want to fill like the few people that do know you in on anything you've been working on? Want to speak personally about some shit?
Well, technically, I don't know how much I can talk because legally, I did sign some sort of NDA. Well, it wasn't NDA.
Oh, for the film you were working on?
Yeah, but I get.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not that serious. I mean, no, it is serious.
It is serious.
Don't. Yeah. My bad. I should have my tongue cut out, but it is.
Cut my tongue out.
Yeah, it's serious for me, but like I don't know if it's that. Like the director wouldn't be pissed if I say anything about it.
I'm sure you could talk about things without breaking the NDA.
No, and I wouldn't. I've been working
You
on
can
a film.
describe shit, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm literally doing all the VFX for this like indie film.
It's really interesting.
Only way to know is to read what the NDA says.
Yeah, I read it. I mean, I just
what
can't
you can
I
talk
can't
about.
go around trying to sell the ideas of my own and
Yeah,
whatnot.
dude. So I'm working for this director, Ron Burgundy.
Ron
and
Burgundy.
dude, it's a sci-fi movie,
Yeah.
and literally I'm.
And they figure out the secret of the flower of life, and they open
No,
it
hell
up.
no.
You just go down a rabbit hole and fucking let the world know this
The
entire script. And
No, it's
Somehow we guess it. Like we just Marcus is like sitting over there like,
oh fuck.
Wait a minute.
I get a text. You're fired.
you're like, oh, we're like we were improvising.
That's crazy.
No, it's
That's potential though.
we
can improv a story.
It's a very interesting idea. And this dude's put so much work behind it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you finish this thing because
It's good for
Yeah.
your resume,
Oh,
portfolio.
That's the biggest project you've had so far.
Yeah,
right?
the biggest. Yeah, it really is, and it's a lot of like, shoot, I'm probably gonna go home and work on it like right after this, to be honest,
Yeah,
because I got to get some stuff done to send them this weekend. So
big facts.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm hyped for it, bro, because like
dude.
the shit that I've seen from it looks like you can tell it's not like completely Hollywood budget shit.
No,
But the amount of quality and effort that like this dude and his team has put into shit,
yeah,
you can tell that like
with no money, like literally no money,
not paying anybody, he's
not
got,
paying
like, a,
nobody.
like a
How?
team.
I'm not even getting paid, bro. Motherfuckers just believe. Like when I see him work on this thing,
Motherfuckers just believe.
They do.
baby.
they fucking do.
That's awesome,
Right?
That so many people
No,
would want
and
to.
I
It's
swear to
probably just
God-
a lot of people that want to have an
Bro.
actual movie on their portfolio.
Not even that. I mean, some
I
of them
mean,
might be that,
But I think a
but it's
a
more
lot of the
than that.
testament is to the dude that's like the showrunner, the director.
He's
because
really like
I mean, like I don't know him. I've never talked to him once,
Oh.
but
Oh.
like from the outside looking in, it seems like he's got a position where it's something he believes in, and he's putting in so much work about it, and he's already got like
Bro.
so far down the line to where
Bro.
like
people just want to help him
people
out.
like Mark or people in every sort
Bro.
of avenue of
coming out the woodworks.
yeah, it'd be like
Coming out the woodworks to
damn,
fucking
I've
see
always
this
wanted
thing
to do shit.
Yeah, to see this thing through. And I was like one of them. He was like, yo, I need a VFX artist. I'm like, bro, I'm not that good. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really not. But I want to be good. Like, I want to do this shit. He was like, let's go. Bro, I started cranking that shit for him. He's like, yeah, looks good. Fucking keep going. I sent him this render of like the ship. He's like, that's fire. I'll fuck with it. I'm like,
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
That ship did look
Dude.
dope though.
And dude, after that, we had like a fucking 6-hour conversation on fucking Discord, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna see this through. We're gonna see this through. And bro, he revealed so much that I told Zach this too, right? Like that's the kind of director I want to be, to where like I can't pay you, right? Like I don't got no fucking money.
I want to be broke as fuck.
Yeah,
bro.
I ain't got no money. I don't, right? But if I could pay you, I would. And that's all I gotta hear. To believe in someone, I'd be like, yeah, all right, bet. I feel that you would. And
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
help you.
real people though will not do that.
No,
With
they
that
wouldn't.
money.
They wouldn't.
100%.
They wouldn't.
But
He's already told me that, like, people have like started helping him and then like dipped because it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
I
need
don't-
to get.
they
They
don't
gotta pay
believe.
bills.
But
yeah, that's how
bro,
it's gonna be.
But this motherfucker, bro, I be watching him push it together. I'm like, damn, this got something to it.
This is a great start, I think,
it's
for
like,
you.
It's like the feeling you get when you stumble upon something that's got like a aura to it. Like this shit might be fucking gold. Like this shit
Right.
might be blessed of a sort, right?
Like Bozo Chamber.
It could feel like that.
Oh,
It could feel like that.
He doesn't believe.
No.
No,
It's not
this is a whole
Nah,
different thing.
I know. I'm fucking with
It's
you.
not even, but it could feel like that. If the person who is in charge of it believes in it that like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is,
that's
for
all
sure.
it takes.
You don't even need to fucking start it just yet. If you just have the idea and you say this is it, it can be it. And that's
Yeah.
what this
It's-
director
that is like manifestation.
yeah, of a sort.
You're thinking in your head constantly like, this
Bro.
is it. I'm
And
capable of
the
this.
dude is putting in like
hella work.
the work,
Dude,
bro.
I told Zach he revealed to me and I was like, damn. I was like, are you for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, what you shooting this shit on? Like, what you got a nice setup? He was like, nah, I'm shooting this on an iPhone 14.
there you go.
But you seen the footage on the
And
iPhone.
I seen.
That's
I said,
good
yeah.
enough.
I
Bro.
said,
That's all
you
you need.
shooting this on an iPhone 14 with a gimbal? He
You
said,
can easily
yeah.
make an Apple movie on
Bro.
an iPhone.
Mhm.
They
I
want
said-
you to.
I said, at the end of this
They do.
thing, if Apple don't call us, then we really fucked up.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, dude, that could get you in a lot of like
That could-
festivals and shit.
Nah.
It could get you. Yeah, it's like a what do you call it? It's like a gimmick, but not like in a bad way. It's like we shot this movie on an
Yeah.
iPhone, and
And
it's like that.
It is really starting to set in now. I used to think
And
that
if it's really good, it's like that shows like
No, it
Apple's
is.
gonna be like
it can be good for no
Yeah.
money. At the end of the day, you gotta realize
Yeah.
that we made this movie with no money,
right.
right? The people just believed in it and we made it, right? And that's a crazy come up story as it is. But you know what's crazy? I often think about it now, like when I'm at home working on it. I'm like, damn, I always thought my big break or whatever, my opportunity will come off of my own film. But then like I shed my pride for a few minutes. I said, damn, what if it was the film that you helped someone else make?
Yeah,
Right.
That was the opportunity that said,
That's
well,
usually
who
what
is
it
this
is.
guy? Who is this guy that did all this stuff for this film as
I've seen
a
a lot of
VFX
people
artist?
say that, man.
It's
Where
like,
like,
does he have an idea? I'm like, yeah, I do got an idea actually. If you want to hear about it,
did you
And
tell him?
No, not just that, but just like after the film's out.
yeah, like
Oh,
hypothetically.
yeah.
in the future,
Like,
you can
hypothetically.
talk to him about your
Yeah,
ideas
like
a little bit
working
more.
with-
Because
because
you don't want him to like kind
Bro.
of run off with some
No,
things,
no, no.
or put him in the movie and then
He
it
got a
like fucks
second
up your
idea.
lore.
Seems like Marcus is saying more like he's gonna wait for his time. Like he's not worried
Yeah.
about dude running off, but like since he's there to help this dude
Yeah,
out,
I'm
he's
only-
not gonna try and dilute the entire creative process.
Right,
with,
right,
like,
right.
with
Yeah.
his shit.
Because I
Right.
thought of it for a moment. I said, damn, I always wanted to come up with my.
You give
short.
him ideas?
I
at
do.
all?
I do. Yeah.
Like
we
if
share,
you
we
if you see
collaborate.
something or
Yeah.
you're like,
I had ideas about shots. That's why I can't wait to go down there because we're gonna shoot something. I'm gonna be.
Does
a
he
fucking
lives
extra
over
in it.
there?
Yeah, he lives there.
does
He's
he have a job or anything, or like what does he?
dude? Yeah, dude. We all got jobs.
So
you know, you gotta make it work.
because in my head I'm just picturing this guy like he's out there every day recording.
He tries to. He
That's
tries
crazy.
It's got to take up like
to,
the
dude.
vast amount of his free time.
It is. It is. But if you don't like this shit, then you wouldn't do that.
Right.
If you didn't like it that much, right? And I seen it. I seen the dedication that he's been putting in. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you. And that was like a huge moment for me to like come to this realization that like I always dreamed that like one of my ideas would be it. A film that I made with like my group of friends, you guys helping me here. We make that, and then that'd be the fucking thing that sets me up to go do other shit.
Yeah.
But then like it dawned on me that like, yeah, you can want that, but that ain't up to you to decide.
It's
that.
like if
Yeah.
that's it, then it's it. But you can't sacrifice other opportunities just because you have a. Like I don't mean an ego thing. Like you want
There's
it to
ego.
be yours, but
There's
it's like
ego.
based on ego because you want it to be conceived from you. And
Yeah,
like your circle.
That's
Ultimately, it doesn't
ego.
matter. You
Yeah,
know?
that's
Right.
pure ego.
Like-
and I dropped that shit. I dropped it. I said, nah, this is my role as the lead VFX artist on this film, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna deliver. If I got notes, I'll give them notes, just because I just like to be creative and come up with stuff. But like, nah, like I'm gonna deliver this because that's my job.
You gonna come back on the pod when it drops as an advertisement? First ad?
Yeah,
when is like is there any kind of set release date
Dude,
for anything?
bro,
A loose one?
shit's been ramping up. Like he wants to drop the trailer in like next month. And I gotta do some VFX for that, and it's supposed to come out in like December, January. So they're gonna do a
So it's
premiere.
really not that
The
far
entire
away.
film, bro.
Yes,
That's crazy.
It's like an hour. It's like an hour and like something minutes. You know,
Yeah, but
like
that's long, bro. They
It
got
is.
a lot edited already.
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go see. I'm
I'm
gonna
the lead VHS.
I'm gonna report back.
The damn
I said
spaceship
VHS.
last week.
I'm the
Yeah,
lead
facts.
VHS.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the details and report back. You feel me? And like it's crazy because I barely got anything left, like money wise, and I just
bro.
bought the ticket too. So it's like
When
it's
are you
like
going?
November. Yeah, I like, bro. It's crazy because I be saying like, damn, when can I leave again to go on a trip? And it's like, fuck, I'm going on this trip to go help this dude with his movie, and I'm gonna let him use my drone and shit too. And I'm like, dude, like I got nothing left. I'm on my last dollar if I'm being honest.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
If I'm being
bro.
real honest with you, like
Yeah,
Hey.
that is
It's crazy.
that is the life, bro. Being a starving artist.
it's crazy.
It is until you pop, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no
Or you
matter,
die to
And
heroin.
The crazy part is even if I don't pop,
like
I
Andy
I
Warhol.
find myself like working some bummy ass job to like get myself out of debt slowly, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing over again.
Yeah, bro.
What you got to do is
Yeah.
catch a big fish, though. You don't want to keep catching
Possibly.
small fish.
Yeah, and I think you always work up to
Weasel your way into.
that. I think no one
use
ever
this
catches it.
experience to weasel your way into a higher paying position.
You can't weasel your way in. You gotta.
You can if
That's
you
the
have
thing,
confidence.
I don't
and
wanna
you meet
weasel.
the right person.
I don't want to weasel.
That's all it takes to get a good job.
Yeah, but I'm
That
not
is true, but
Joe,
it's-
I'm not that kind of person though. I don't want to weasel my way.
I'm not saying weasel, but I'm saying like
Finagle.
depending on.
Nah.
I'm just saying. I mean, you already know what I'm saying, bro. You're you. So if you meet somebody who's capable, you're gonna be confident. You're gonna talk to them. You're probably gonna become their friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
They might
yeah.
give you.
I don't think it's. I don't know, and I'm not even trying to like start an argument. It's because it's probably some shit you didn't even mean that I picked up on. But like to say weasel is like to get in there where you don't like deserve.
Yeah,
it. Like,
weasel's like a
your
low.
way
Oh
in,
yeah,
kinda,
that is the wrong word.
it's like a negative connotation.
Yeah.
But I think
I don't know why.
It could be perceived as
Yeah.
you should ultimately be open to every single opportunity. And
Right.
talk to
I didn't mean
people.
weasel in a bad way.
No, I get
I just figured like it's not like they were expecting you, but you're gonna
Here
get
I
that
am.
job because you're confident.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just
So
find
I felt
yourself
like
there.
weasel fit there.
Nah, I
Not in a
get
bad
it.
way though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't mean it
I,
like that.
I didn't even take it like that. Like
Yeah.
weaseling, I think
Like,
weasel
shit,
can
I
be used as
weaseled
both.
my way to the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's both positive and negative. Like if you say,
yeah.
"Oh, you're a fucking weasel," then it's negative. But hey, you weaseled your way in that
Hey,
motherfucker.
you're a fucking
It's
lemur.
different. It's totally different.
Don't come fucking call me a weasel again.
Yeah, no,
I feel,
it's totally
I feel
different.
like it is different, but if someone says you weaseled your way in, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know how I got here. It's kind of like
That's true.
chopping you down a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
But
a
if you're
little
like,
bit.
bro, you worked your,
I
you
get
worked
what
your
you're-
way in.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Type-
true. That's kind of true.
I almost said type shit.
Type
Type
shit.
shit.
Type shit.
Yeah.
But it's
Hey,
it's so far,
bro and him doing.
bro and them, Zach and them,
What did you say?
Mark,
Jon
no, it-
Snow and them?
Jon Snow and them
Hey, bro, Jon Snow and
at
them
the
is
wall. Jon Snow and them at the wall.
Oh, brother.
Nah, it's been that's where I've been, guys. I've been fucking working on shit. So you know.
Dude, that type of shit makes me so happy.
Yeah, I
Just
haven't
to-
been, I haven't
just to
been
see
sitting on
both
my
of
ass
y'all-
doing nothing.
To see like friends doing shit creatively like brings me so much joy.
Yeah, because bro, one fucking
It
day.
sucks when none of your
One
friends
day.
want to do anything.
No,
I mean, for sure, but like that's not their position in life. They don't like
Right.
if
Yeah.
someone doesn't want to do creative shit and their entire
Well,
thing is like
I guess it sucks to be
Yeah.
a creative person and not being around creative people.
Yeah,
is
but-
what I
oh,
really
yeah.
mean.
I do think and like I feel like we can all speak on this. That's up to you to like get out there and put yourself in positions with people that are creative.
Right.
Because all three of us, I know for a fact, have been in positions where like, you know, you feel trapped or like you're in a bubble of some sort. You're
Right.
not collaborating on shit. It's
Yeah.
like, and it's tough because it's like telling a depressed motherfucker to go get some friends.
yeah,
like
they don't
that-
have anything left.
That's not some easy shit.
Yeah.
You gotta push through shit and like go to a film festival, go to a concert,
I was
do
supposed to
this, go to
meet
an open
somebody.
mic.
Meet somebody
just
new.
meet people.
put yourself in new experiences
Yeah,
for sure.
That's preach, Zach. That's so true. Because I think like that's the only way I get like new ideas and new insight. Like just meeting people. Like people tell me stuff about their lives and like their experiences. I'm like, dude, you are a character. Not in a derogatory like way, but like you are a character. You are unique.
Yeah,
you are somebody.
You
an
have
individual.
enough depth as a human being.
Yeah.
Like to look at someone and be inspired, like by no matter what it is. If it's some dude that is just like talking so loosely and you know like saying bullshit, but then like you get him
Dude.
to peel back and see why that person acts that way and be like, oh my god, like that makes so much sense. I'm gonna write a character like this,
dude, and
or
I-
like
it's crazy because I think I met someone like that recently, and I don't know because the idea came to me like a couple days ago.
We
Like,
all wear glasses.
I came up, yeah.
we're all some dweeb ass
I
motherfuckers
came
at
up
the
with a
end of the day.
character. I came up with a character that I really enjoyed like thinking about, and I was like, this character's interesting. Like they remind me of like a Han Solo, but more on the
I'm sorry, Han Solo.
Han Solo.
He's,
Yeah.
He said it a couple times.
Han Solo.
I don't know if he's just trying to do it to like get comments on the YouTube
Yeah,
video.
keep
or
doing
something.
it. Keep doing it.
Oh, sorry. Like
I believe it's Han though.
Han Solo's a Han Solo. Sorry.
I'm about to give
Han
you
Solo.
a Han Solo.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I thought of this character, and I was like,
Oh wait,
this character would be mad interesting.
What are
Mad
you pointing
interesting
at?
to write.
Bro, why'd you
cut
look
that
like
shit
that?
out.
Why'd
Yeah.
you look like
you
that,
two
bro?
are freaks.
He said, because he said, I'm about to give you a Han Solo, and I went like this, and he went to dap me up, and I said,
Point at your penis,
because it's a reference to the joke that you made,
dumbass.
stupid bitch.
What the fuck? Fuck off.
Anyway, like,
not gonna take this slander.
This character
I
popped.
feel like I was playing 5D chess there.
This character.
Maybe.
Jedi chess.
I was talking to Marcus though. You got a girlfriend, bro. She probably wouldn't like that.
She probably wouldn't.
Well, I mean,
Only one way to find out.
only one. Let's get to it.
I'm just playing. All right, what are you saying?
and
bro?
record
sorry.
it. Blur it out.
This
on the-
this character.
Bozo Chamber OnlyFans.
This character like keeps popping in my head, and I was like, dude, this would be super interesting to write. Like, to create this person, to create their backstory, to create their who they are, like as an individual, their
What do you
persona.
think you're God?
Of a sort, a mini one. Yeah, when I make
A
these
mini
things.
one.
yeah. Because like
I think maybe that's why like being a creative is so.
You are
It's
in
so
direct
fulfilling.
relation to the
It's
it
creator.
feeds that
Yeah,
need.
you're playing God.
Yeah, it
in
is.
a lot of ways.
And I think that's so important to me just because of like my upbringing, like what I've experienced is that I've always been the type of kid that like would hate when I didn't have control of shit. Like I'd love.
You and I are kind of similar, I think.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
But I always felt frustrated when I couldn't control an outcome.
Do you like video games where you're in control, like simulator games or city building games or anything like that?
I was more of a strategy.
Yeah, like
player.
that's what I mean. A strategy
Like
game.
I like to build the army and go and attack. and
Right.
I used to
figure out
light
strategies like
ants
that,
on
yeah.
fire. Does that make me like you guys?
No, that just means you're evil.
I used to crash Matchbox cars and then light them on fire.
What? That's
You're
sick.
fucking evil.
That's actually cool though.
You're an
I used
agent of
to I like to put the plastic army man underneath a magnifying glass. That shit would be cool.
Well, that's similar.
I never
Yeah.
did nothing like that.
Really?
Hell no.
You're like-
I was a
a man.
I was a benevolent god.
I cut a hole in
alright?
my childhood teddy bear.
I just thought that it was cool, man. I would play with the
super
plastic
sick.
army man. They'd capture a dude. They'd bring out the magnifying glass, like four
they
guys
would be
carrying
holding
it. Yeah,
Like, I don't know where the plans are.
and they'd be like, "Bring out the magnifying glass," and then they just fucking like,
vaporize them.
he's like melting.
You vaporize half his face and then he finally.
Yeah, they would
gives it
look.
up.
They would. The sun would really melt those motherfuckers.
They're like, we got what we need. Leave the magnifying glass on him. He just turns into fucking plastic.
It'd be like half like burnt, like they'd be green army men, like they'd be like brownish and like you could really just like I had like a little. I remember at my grandma's house in her driveway there was like a little puddle of green.
Oh my god!
Plastic.
Did she ever ask you a question?
She's the one who gave me the magnifying glass.
It's like, yeah, boy, burn those plastic
Of
man.
all the soldiers,
She's
you
probably
killed.
similar to me and Marcus too. No,
Dude, my mom used to burn her.
or
Barbie
you and I
dolls.
rather, because you were crashing cars and setting them on
Yeah, I did
fire
that
like
shit. I was-
like a Kentucky Derby.
Well, I
That's
would try
fine.
and create movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like Fast and Furious.
Would you
Stupid
record
shit,
it?
Like dialogue, we would get in the car.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I think that's all like playing with action figures is.
No, I used to play this like board game, but I never played it by the rules. I just like the figures, and I would set them up and have them fight against army men, and I would make like these.
dude,
little,
that's not even fair.
these little
these like
movies.
god action figures
Yeah, but I
just
would.
kicking
I
down
think-
hundreds of army
I think
men.
that's really where it starts as for
That
creatives
makes
as
sense
kids.
for Marcus's ideas.
Yeah.
I
Like,
would,
he
bro.
gets these godly figures that are like stepping on fucking
Dude.
like tiny wrist characters.
I
or
remember.
whatever.
I remember breaking
That's even funnier.
breaking off a transformer, like the piece that before it turns into a car. Like I transformed it into like before it got into a full car. I remember breaking it off, and I was like, "Damn, this would be a cool like gun."
Breaking
piece.
off a transformer.
Yeah,
Man, this
and
would be
I
a cool
put it,
gun.
And I put it
When I break her off, she transforms.
into my
That was
queen.
bad. When I break her off, I transform her.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Into what?
I guess.
I don't know, bro.
You're-
I'm
you're-
scrapping that. That
What
would've
were
been-
you saying with the gun
No,
thing?
but
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry,
I
bro.
put the fucking transformer on the back of a T-Rex, and I was like, "This is like a gun on the back of this thing," and I would use it as a character.
That's
sick.
And I was like, "Bro, like,
Would you
I-
stick it on there with gum or
no,
something?
no, no, it would sit. Like I would try to get it
Oh.
to sit, and I was like, all right, like that seems pretty
How-
good.
Would you hold it and like?
Yeah, I
move
will hold it all together and fucking move it around and
Shit,
shit.
you need the gum.
I guess I probably should have went back and got the
That
fucking
is
gum.
true.
Stupid as fuck.
But I used to do shit
That's
like
like
that.
a Honey
Yeah.
I Shrunk the Kids.
And I told
like,
Zach-
idea.
I told
use
Zach
gum.
about that shit.
I did
What?
that a similar thing with like Legos.
Yeah.
I would mix match all the characters. I would make up my own characters with Legos. Like I would, with
Yeah.
the super. I'd have a bunch of Lego
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars,
Yep.
Batman, whatever. But I would make
Fucking
my own
paint
characters.
your own clone trooper. This one's like the most.
No,
unique
not in
one.
that way. I mean, I would
do that
take the
shit.
things I had and I would like create. I would use what I had and I'd do character design with it. And that's actually like how a lot of the characters even got designed for my comic book was literally from original minifigures and all these random parts I had.
Damn.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like OG Kenshi.
I was gonna say it seems kind of like a childlike version of Mad Max or like some sort of apocalyptic world where they're just putting pieces of just random bullshit together.
It wasn't random though. I
No.
would try to make them look like real. Like
True.
I'd make them look. I tried to make them look like you could get that in a Lego.
Like they would
like a-
have that shit on.
Like you
Lego
could get
set.
that Lego set with that character. It wouldn't like just be. I tried to not make it look like bullshit.
yeah.
That was definitely probably like my golden age.
But speaking,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
I feel
That's
like
true.
childhood is like humanity's collective golden age.
No, it is.
It is.
You have your best
you're
memories
so
when you're a
you're
kid.
so free and you're so like you don't care.
Like
and you just
you're-
do ideas like
Yeah,
you.
your brain is pure, bro.
And literally, that's what I was
completely.
telling Zach. Like one day, like we just had a random conversation that like one of my other closest friends reminded me. He was like, "Bro, remember you used to like draw like comic books in class, and you would just like put characters blowing up."
You drew
and-
comic books?
Yeah, when I was younger, and
did
like, in
that
like
too.
5th grade, and he was like, "Dude, you always were just making shit," and I was like, "Yeah, I kind of was." He was like, "Yeah, bro, I remember you used to show me them shits," and I'd be like, "Bro,
That's a good friend.
yeah."
Shit.
One of my closest friends, like
Yeah.
I put him up there with Zach, like the kid I grew up with. He was like,
Little
"Bro,
old me.
you were always making shit," and I was
You
like,
ain't little no more.
"Ain't a little more, you
About
big."
to
Heard you better hit the gym. No.
Nah,
But for someone to
I've been
know
hitting
you,
Chipotle.
to know you from like a young age, right, and say like, "Yeah, you were always doing these things."
Yeah.
and I'm doing them now is like crazy.
You were meant to do that. Right.
So you would think, right?
Right.
And that's why he was like, "Yeah, like you're
What,
on the
like,
right path."
That's what makes me partially believe in some sort of creator because what even gave you the idea to do shit like that in the first place?
Well, I think in some degree, if you do believe,
I think I was inspired actually probably by humanity. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I think everyone is.
I don't know.
I think that's why I was making comic books. I saw other people making comic books like
Yeah.
in books or whatever
But I think-
media.
Yeah, it's like an outlet. It's like you see that. Oh, that's a cool thing. Let me put my twist on it.
It's interesting.
But
But
I
where do
would-
all ideas come from?
Personally, I would think, I may not be the most religious person, but I think that is how humans try to play God when they create ideas. Like
Right.
it is like a gateway. The mind is a gateway now to this higher thing that is maybe doing these things elsewhere. Well, I mean, it did it here if you believe in like the stories and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it is almost like a creator. So inherently, humans will want to do the same thing. Maybe not always for good, but we'll try to do it because that's just we have that likeness of a sort. Like that's what we do. We
I
create
wonder
shit.
if we would even. I guess we probably would. Like if there was like some sort of like the world ended. You had to
Yeah.
survive. Like there was no society anymore. I wonder if we would still be creating.
We would be.
I think so.
Yeah,
like,
we
In some way.
To take it back to like religion or whatever, I think that's what a lot of early religion is. It's just like one of the first
Yeah.
evolutions of creativity.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a religious person. That's how I view it. It's just like a piece of literature that people took and like nowadays we
symbol.
look back at it and it's not like the ideas are crazy, but they're just kind of like, commentary on just what human nature is.
Right.
and a
it's like-
framework. Like
Yeah.
a framework to help guide
It's like
people.
when
Right.
God sent a billion frogs to not Jerusalem, whatever the fuck
Egypt.
Yeah, to Egypt. He punished the city with frogs.
It's funny.
It's funny, but like when they read that shit, that was like their Godzilla.
Reptiles in the city.
Yeah,
Like, dude, what the
of a
fuck?
sort, like a plague came over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I think
there's
look at
lots of
cave paintings and shit.
inconsistencies that definitely would make you think like that it's like just a story that they would tell.
I mean, I'm not
It's a
even
hell
saying
of a
that.
story.
I'm not even trying
Yeah.
to say that like it's
Like the
truth.
Old
Like, I'm-
Testament is very much like that. I think the New Testament is, I think. I mean, I had to read it, bro, but like. It's just like I feel like it's very weird because it's like it's all written by these different guys who followed this real guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it got really religious, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I was just saying that
It
when
was fascinating.
as a
But
as how
I-
I feel like when you ask.
Are you just talking about like the Bible mainly?
No, I was just talking about what you asked. You were like, "Do you think if the world reset,
Yeah.
would we still be creating shit?"
Yeah.
I just think that's what
You always and forever.
creativity is. Yeah, like there's cave paintings.
I like
before
that idea
shit.
though of like thinking about the fact that like these are like ancient stories that are just like somebody like how do you even come up with some of that shit
Well,
though?
I think
It's crazy,
you,
right?
No, you
It's-
just
it takes creativity.
you do off of the things you see. You wake up.
Someone
and the
saw
sun.
1,000 frogs and they were
you
like
wake, you wake up. You wake up and you see the sun. The sun gives you warmth. The sun makes things grow. The sun provides. It's the logic is very simple for like someone who has a simple mind. Like it makes sense. The sun means life,
Right.
And then when the sun goes down, it's like okay, shit's like it's gonna get a little dangerous.
Yeah.
But then the moon comes up,
like the
and
Noah's
moon
Ark story.
Yeah,
like-
I mean those are all just like those are more fantastical stories, but I think all of them have a lesson, right? There is a lesson
Yeah.
in it. Like there is
Yeah.
something to show you. Like there's a something that
like a book of short stories.
It'll teach you, which is something I need to fucking work on. Thanks for saying that shit. Yeah. No, but there's something
I'm about
to
to
teach
rewrite
you.
the Bible in my own
Hell
words.
no, that'd be fucking too fucking
American
That's kind of what the
Bible.
Bible is. It's like a bunch of short stories.
No,
They're
I like-
just like
Sorry, I fucking
Oh.
alarm.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
getting a phone call in the middle of the pod.
No, I like what you said with like that humans will always be doing that, because I like to think of like ideas in the future. Like I think like as technology gets better, that will be the new god that people will worship.
But yeah,
Yeah, like some type of like super intelligence of a sort. Like
to
we had
that
this discussion before.
to that same point, bro. Like
I would be very not to. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the reason that like all of the ideas nowadays have gotten to where they're at, like everything is so weird, and like I think humans have gotten more creative. Like over
We're allowed to
time.
be more creative
Yeah,
because
it's
society.
because
We're not.
there's no
we're not
danger.
Trying. Yeah, like you can go get Taco Bell every day, and
Yeah, bro.
That's an example,
$5 cravings box that I can build your own box.
It's actually $7 now, so
I
fuck
thought-
Taco Bell.
Yeah, bro. But still,
Just saying,
imagine a caveman.
he would tear that shit up.
yeah, maybe.
Seven
And then,
I don't know.
And then shit uncontrollably after.
Yeah, that's me. Straight
He might
up.
die eating that shit.
Maybe.
You unthaw a caveman, throw him into a Taco Bell.
I don't know, bro. I feel like their immune system was probably so powerful because they're eating like raw meat. They're like going cannibal in some situations. You think a processed taco is just gonna make them shit themselves?
I think they're gonna
Yeah, I think so.
get
Really?
COVID from the
Yeah.
meat or something and just croak. I don't know.
Damn, bro.
Some kind of disease. I don't know. But I was
How do
gonna
y'all feel about the vaccines?
Oh,
Fuck, we can push that.
Yeah, maybe we can push that.
could push that away.
Yeah,
Donald Trump, he's been doing pretty good.
dude.
In the
What'd you say
polls.
about that earlier?
What? I don't know.
Donald Trump's a genius when you met
Did you
Donald
say
Glover.
that? Oh, Zach.
Why do I gotta be so dumb all the time?
Yeah. Literally, after having this discussion, I want to go home and make stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we call it? So
We could. It was good.
to let the chef cook. I had a good time on this. On
Yeah, it
this
was good.
pod. Thanks for
Wait,
for
I got
returning.
a joke. This might be stupid.
Oh, fuck.
Do you want to end the pod with the joke?
Go ahead, bitch.
I'll save it.
You
Save
for
it
the
for
next
what?
podcast?
No, I just want to say it because it's stupid. It's something I thought of.
Oh,
Whenever somebody,
What happened? Was it Eric? He couldn't make it? Is that his name?
I mean, he might have been able to, but we.
I
didn't
mean, I
ask.
got-
You're the guest today.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're the man of the hour.
We also
Nah,
would
it
have
was-
had to find another mic.
Oh, true.
But what's the joke, bro? You stepped on Joe's.
My bad.
Lately, whenever somebody is saying the revolution will not be televised, I just keep thinking of like a billion ants coming out of the floorboards and like strapping you down and like pulling you under the fucking house and like dragging you away.
Fuck? That's
And like
scary.
you're just screaming and you're like, ah!
That's scary as fuck.
And it's just like ants like just start coming out of the ground and there's like tons and tons of them and they're just taking you away.
That sounds fucking frightening.
That's crazy.
That sounds
I don't
fucking-
know. I thought it'd be funny.